Would you buy tampons from Dylan, Keanu?
Oh, if she were in a tampon ad?
Yeah, Dylan was, by the way. So I'm wondering, like, how does that affect you as the consumer?
How, as a woman,
Yeah.
here's my thing with that. I think, like, no matter what, she's not going to have a period. So, probably not. I don't think I could do that. That's bizarre. But, I think it's just pandering, right?
Yeah, well, because how is Dylan going to test the product? How we know to take their word for it that it works?
Her butthole, probably.
Yeah, unless.
Maybe she has a nosebleed, something like that. So maybe if she has a flood in her apartment, she could throw a bunch of the tampons down. Other than that, no, that's completely pandering. Really? She had a tampon ad?
Yeah, and then also, not just that, but like the Nike ad with the like training the sports bra on, but Dylan has no breasts at all. Like,
I thought she had top surgery. Or
no, they're just pads from the bra. That was where the bump came from. So it's like, how would you trust that it's actually supportive if the person that's advertising it doesn't have anything to support? It doesn't really make sense.
I hate to sound like wasn't it J.K. Rowling that said, like, women that were born women, maybe we should give that to them? I don't know. Why would I I don't wear a bra in general, and I barely have a period. So basically I am Dylan is what I'm saying. But like, I know I probably wouldn't, unless the bra were like really great, or if the tampon were like just awesome. Maybe if it were like tie-dye colored or something cool. Something.
Do you ever notice that it's always women that do this bullshit too? Like, do you think that men would buy? And we actually have the answer for that after Budweiser. But do you think that men would deal with this? Do you think they would be like continuing to buy male products that are advertised by women? Like, they're explicitly for men. Like, somebody's supposed to be burly. They would be like, no, that's gay. And they would simply would not buy it. No, they wouldn't appease it. But women are like, no, I have to be nice. I have to be.
Well, that's what we've been trained to do for our whole lives, right? I mean, that there's so many layers to it, I just feel like. And I love that after the Budweiser thing, which that doesn't bug me. I don't give a fuck if Dylan's on a Budweiser can. I don't drink Budweiser piss water anyway. If she were on a White Claw can, I'd be like, this is great. It looks like me on a White Claw can. This is amazing.
Chat's pointing out Gillette is an example and how men so quickly drop Gillette.
Yeah,
did they really?
But then Budweiser went so far the other way with their new ads. Have you seen them?
Yeah,
they brought back the Clydesdales. They were like, oh God, let's get some come on this ad. Quick. And
let me find this.
It reminded me of like a Ford truck commercial from like the 80s. Like, it was like mud was flying, dudes were roping cattle.
Yeah, there was a sunset and white chicks and short shorts and yeah.
Oh my God, you're right.
They went. That was the worst thing they could have done. It's like, no, just stand behind your decision, man. Like.
Budweiser's new Pro America ad sets social media ablaze. Can't put the genie back in the bottle, guys. Budweiser's new Pro America ad sets Twitter ablaze over the weekend as critics derided the company for a misguided attempt at quelling the backlash over Bud Light's endorsement partnership with boy. Is that it? No, that looks like something else. Budweiser's latest advertisement, which was released on social media on Friday, features one of the brand's most famous Clydesdale horses traversing the country from NYC to the Grand Canyon, passing by scenes in the American heartland as a narrator delivers a patriotic message. There's a story bigger than beer, and the ad's narrator says in the ad, this is the story of the American spirit. Oh, come on. Where is that?
Right.
Overkill.
I haven't seen the Clydesdale since
the American
when it was
spirit with a
9/11
dildo in his ass. Yeah. Okay.
Please. They went way too far back. If you like Bud Light, fucking drink it. And also, she wasn't the new spokesperson for Bud Light, I don't think. They make a lot of those cans with a lot of different celebrities on them.
Yeah, but
Well,
who
that
can
one-
name one other one? Like,
Well, we
I
don't
didn't know
know
they
about it because, but maybe any other celebrity was maybe more of a celebrity where they didn't have to advertise it, right? I mean,
weren't big enough.
Well, that one
Or
was
was
just
it-
commemorative. It was just commemorative. He got the
Yeah.
special one just so that he could promote it. It wasn't like out in stores like that.
yeah. Did you guys go to a Gristetti's and find a Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light? I mean, I don't think that happened. However, it's a lot of backlash. You got to know your audience, guys.
Yeah.
Bud Light, I guess.
I think they do know their audience. They just didn't care. They just wanted the ESG points.
They are
Mhm.
trying to pander. Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
pandering.
like I said, they had a little financial trouble to begin with, and there's these huge ESG funds with millions of dollars just they're up for grabs. So
What
it's
does
like,
that mean,
all right,
by the way?
all we got to do is light the virtue signal. Let's go for it. And they
Yeah.
Stands
did.
for environmental, social, and what? Green?
Governmental, I believe.
Governmental. Fuck, I knew that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So environmental, pushing the
Social.
climate change hoax, social, LGBTQ++, all that crap, and governance would be, gosh,
Interesting.
I don't know, doing whatever they, doing what they tell them to.
Yeah, right.
Do what we tell you. We are the government.
Yeah,
let's
and
let's
it all links into their, I guess, ability to get investors, and with some companies, there's another. I think it's what is it? Is it the CEI score? It's another score that if it's not high enough, it's not going to be featured in like college fairs or things like that. It hurts investing. It hurts a lot of stuff.
Gosh.
I'm describing it poorly. I'm trying to find this ad.
I
wanna play it.
basically understand what you're saying. So
Okay. Okay. Jesse
Oh.
Waters. Jesse Waters just had a
Waters.
baby.
and this is his world.
Okay. I don't know where that ad is. The new Budweiser ad. Oh, I can't find it.
There
Maybe
was a
it's there.
Clydesdale one, and then there was one like on Zoom with like a dude who was trying to, I don't know, get back to his meeting or something. It was just like a bunch of white men. They were like, "Yeah, get back to the party." I saw that, and I'm like, "You're just going too far. Like we know what you did, Bud Light."
I put it in.
That's
chat.
really bad. It looks bad that they went so far in the opposite way. It's
Like,
really
you
bad.
must be insane. People weren't
Whose
not
idea was
drinking Bud Light. The
Not
people
to
were
mention they released like a statement, kind of, right? And it was
Mhm.
totally limp-wristed, like a non-apology sort of thing.
Very
I don't
much a
think they-
non-apology.
I don't even know if they need to apologize as much as like you should apologize for being so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, this was so ridiculous of you to do. You were doing fine. It was fine. You didn't need to pander. If anything, if any company didn't need to pander, it was Bud Light.
I'm sure they
Well,
were
I
thinking like,
mean-
wow, this could only help. This could only help add like trans drinkers or like woke virtue signaling, like
No.
liberal women,
you know
basically.
What? You know what, Budweiser? Come up with a better seltzer, a better hard seltzer. Bud Light seltzer
Yeah.
sucks. It's terrible.
Sucks.
It's awful. You
Oh
didn't
my
need to. You just went too far the other way, and your audience.
Oh,
Gotta know your audience.
Haley-
Not happy.
Haley found it.
Well, but look what's happened is we've all been talking about it for what, a week or two?
And
Like
I
everybody's been-
do love that. I mean, it's been like 2 weeks of this.
Yeah.
So you're right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but talking about it doesn't mean people want to drink it and buy it.
Maybe a new audience wants to drink it and buy it then.
That's their thought, but I don't
Out
think
of
it's going to work
spite.
out.
But again, you can't go
Spite
to a
drinkers.
store and buy a Bud Light with Dylan on it.
Right.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's the same idea as kind of what Disney's trying to do with diversifying to a bunch of audiences that don't care about superhero movies, and it's
Yeah.
the same exact idea. You could turn Toontown into
Mm-hmm.
Troontown. It's not going to make it any more successful.
true.
I would love to see that.
Oh, there's the Clydesdale Budweiser.
I want to see the Clydesdale cracking open a nice cold beer.
Yes, with its hooves.
Yeah.
They made sure to have the San Francisco in there, though. That's interesting.
Those who found
Right.
I didn't see that last time.
Wow.
tomorrow.
Oh my God. Murica.
Raised by
The horse
generations.
carrying beer, the way that the
Going to
dogs
sip,
carry beer for
share,
people stranded in the mountains.
Yeah.
Risk.
If that horse
Take
walked that
it.
far, its legs would break. By the way, I mean that would
This is
never
a
happen.
story bigger than beer.
And then at the end, they
This
zoom in. It's actually
is the story
AOC
of
running
the
across the
Yeah,
country. Wow.
This Bud's for you. Oh my God.
At the end, it says, Budweiser, please take us back. We're sorry.
Right.
Oh, dear.
Forget about that thing we said.
You're right.
We were just kidding.
It totally is the South Part BP oil spill bit. It's we're sorry. We're sorry.
Budweiser. We're sorry. We hate trans people now. Whatever you want.
Yeah. We were doing fine. I don't know what happened. I don't know what came over us.
Yeah, mistakes were made on that one. That's for sure.
I'm glad it wasn't Truly. I'm glad it wasn't any of the spiked seltzer brands that I
my God.
imbibe. But luckily there's many different brands, so as long as not all of the spiked seltzers go woke, I'll be okay.